When we start to play a guitar solo, the chords really dictate what we can and can't play. In this lesson video today, we're going to look at a chord progression, what scale or scales work over that chord progression, and then create a solo with a sense of melody around those chords. This will be an eye-opener for some of you. Grab your guitar and let's get into it. So let's look at the chord progression we'll be using today. C sharp minor, A, E to B. And some of you are already saying, well, why are you playing the chords that way? We start with C sharp minor, but the relative major is E. So we can use the open E and B strings with all these chords, which really gives it an open sound. Just taking that finger off that. And then same with the A chord, E, B. Just really gives it a nice sound. Practice that too, because this is a great rhythm. The C sharp minor pentatonic scale fits over these chords like a glove. You almost can't do any wrong playing the notes of the C sharp minor pentatonic scale over this. But to get it to sound more melodic and have a sense of melody, we really need to look closer at those chords. There are chord shapes within the C sharp minor pentatonic. They're just sitting right there at our fingertips. Don't just use the skeleton of the scale and just get by with that. You really just take a look at these chords. So if we look at the C sharp minor, 11, 9, 9. The A chord is next, 9, 10, 9. E chord, you can just bar this in the 9th fret with the, just looking at the bar chord, but using a piece of it. And then right here, 11, 12, 11 is a B chord. All within the C sharp minor pentatonic scale. You could chart out the notes and all that, but really looking at the little shape of the chord is a much simpler way to look at it when you do a solo. Just a little example of you have a sense of melody, you know where you're going, you have more confidence this way. Still looking at the structure of this scale, but if you look at these chord shapes, C sharp minor, A, E, B. Just keep with the structure of the C sharp minor pentatonic scale. If this lesson is helpful, hit that like button. I really do appreciate it. Thanks so much for your support. I will leave a link in the description for this backing track. Great track to play over. It's slow, and you can really just work through these chords and these ideas very easily because of how slow it is. And I always use these little extensions here. You got the C sharp minor pentatonic scale here. So slide up to the C sharp note here in the 9th fret. Just use this box. And slide up to the 11th fret of the A string. Slide up to the 13th fret of the G string. And then you go to 16 here. But add the blue note in there. You have so much more flexibility. That little slide in there just gives it a completely different sound than playing up and down this way. You have the same 5 notes, but you're playing them in a lot different way. It just has a great sound. So over a track like this, take the C sharp minor pentatonic scale, and if you're a beginner at this, you probably are just going to stay in this one area and play through the scale. But looking at the chord shapes within that scale, so this is a great track to solo over. Use these tools that I just showed you. It's a lot of fun. I will leave a link in the description for this backing track, because you really want to spend some time over this slow going backing track. Using these ideas will really just take you in a different direction instead of just playing the scale up and down. Thanks for hanging out with me today. See you on the next one.